Hello, everybody. Welcome to About This Aging Thing. This is your host, Sabrina. And today we have Mistress Angela.
It's so exciting when you say Mistress
Angela. She's not the co-host today. Today she is here as a guest, our resident sexologist.
Absolutely.
Mistress Angela. So not a guest because you're a resident sex. You've been with us over 2 years now. So
I think you're going. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we love We love you.
Do I get anniversary presents here? No. I get raises. I get stipends. No. I know. Subscribers and likes. That's good.
That would be great. Subscribe and like if you like seeing Mistress Angela.
They're trying to take me away from you, girl. Like he said, no.
They do. They be trying to take other shows.
They do,
We're not gonna mention them though.
We're not.
But you know, you could be on this show too, as long as you know you're on this one.
I gotta come back home, right?
And I'm like, I know she can. I saw you on the show before, another show before. I'm not gonna mention, and because I got an attitude, and I was like, she'll be back.
You gotta know your worth, right?
Yeah,
she'll be back home.
So how's everybody doing? Everybody's good? All right. And listen, we're going to talk about, I love it when we do the Ask Mistress Angela.
Oh.
So today we're going to ask Mistress Angela a few questions.
Okay.
A few, maybe 3.
I like it.
And she's going to answer however she wants to answer.
Oh. That's true.
And if you guys have questions, send it in because on Wifey Life Wednesday, that's what we're going to do. Right? You said that? Okay, it's Mistress Angela. Ask Mistress Angela. All right, so you ready?
I am always ready.
You got anything you want to tell your fans before we get started?
I'm always ready.
It's not quite what I meant.
Oh, that's not?
It's okay.
Stay ready. How about that? Stay ready.
Did I? Okay.
Is that better?
All right, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
All right, Mistress Angela.
Yes, talk to me.
Okay. So Barbara, she gave her name, Barbara.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Barbara.
Hey,
Barbara.
B.
Barbara B.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you just say hey B? Oh, because her name was Barbara. I was like, how do you know her last name was B? Because I had just said it. But anyway, she wants me to ask you about aging and the libido. So she was saying that she has influxes. Like sometimes she wants to be sexual all the time, and then she can go months and don't feel anything. And is that natural? And do you have any suggestions for her when she feels like she doesn't want to be bothered because her husband's suffering from it?
Wow. Okay. So it is natural. Everybody experiences this change in our bodies, menopause, premenopause, whatever you want to call it, postmenopause, all those stages, right? Completely differently. But I think the up and down fluxes in your libido is perfectly normal because of the hormone changes and that type of thing. Let me think. So definitely normal. I would say when you're in those spaces where you don't want to be bothered, like if it goes months on end, think about if something's different going on in your life, right? Let's say maybe, like I cannot think about it for a minute because I'm so busy with other things like life, family stuff, or, whatever's going on. And like, oh my God, I didn't realize it's been like 2 months, right? Or a month or whatever it is your usual standard is. So sometimes it's just because I'm so busy. And as we get older, especially with the hormonal changes, we get in our head a lot more than we did when we were younger, right? So sometimes you can just be in your head not thinking about it. But then if you think about it, like, oh, I need to do something. And then you start to kind of change that. You jumpstart the battery, right? So to speak. So think about it and then just go ahead and be intentional about, you said husband, right? A husband?
She said her husband's suffering because of her
up and downs too, right? So scheduling time and making sure he knows, once you're aware that it's been that long, if that is the situation, and I'll flip it to another situation later, then make sure you schedule some time with him, right? Or do something fun and festive, unexpected, that he'd be like, oh, you're back type of thing. So maybe bring some fun back in that area, and then just be conscious about how long you go for. If it's because you're just forgetting, right? Which is highly possible if you have kids, life, work, all that kind of stuff. If it is that you remember, but you just don't feel like it, then that could definitely be just the flux in the hormones. Sometimes you have to get the engine warmed up a little bit. You know, wintertime is coming. Sometimes you have to, old school, you used to have to turn your car on for a minute and let it warm up. I don't know if we still do that these days. Do we still do that?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the age of your car.
Right. So back in the day, we had to let a car warm up for a second. So if it's that, then maybe think about what turns you on, and do it for yourself so that you're not making your partner do everything because you don't know what's going on with you, right? That's another way to approach it. And then also, if you are open to hormonal supplements, either natural or prescribed, then that's something you can look at too. I usually don't like doing supplements unless it's really bad with the imbalance with the hormonal things. But you kind of know when it's time for you to get it, if you need to get supplements for your libido and for your body overall. Because the libido actually is probably one of the key indicators about a lot of things going on inside your body, if you're usually very active.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Oh, girl, you know, talk to me about that stuff, girl.
Anyway.
I hope that helped, Barbara.
Barbara. So the next question is, too old to travel? ? So this person is anonymous, and she shared with me that she went to another country and met someone and had a one-night stand.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking when I read, I said, she ended up misunderstanding the show, because we ain't gonna judge at all.
Not at all.
But her question was, when she got back home, she told some family members, first mistake, friends, second mistake, unless you got a friend like Mistress Angela, and they judged her, and they told her how dangerous that was, and she was traveling alone, how could she do this, blah blah blah, and she wanted to know what you thought. Is it because she'd like to go do it again? She said she really had a good time, but now she's got all that negative feedback in her head, and she was like, "What does Mistress Angela think about?" Well, we kind of already know that.
Well, you know, so telling people was a mistake, but I know when you get excited when something different is happening, it was really good. You want to share it. Find somebody that you can share it with, so you can talk about it. I would do it again as well. Trust your instinct, right? Like if you decide, don't go looking for it, because I think sometimes when you go looking for it, you may pick up on the wrong thing, if that makes sense, right? But when it happens organically, or you just kind of see somebody and you vibe, I know you know what I'm talking about because that's that sexual energy, right? When you vibe, then you kind of go with it, and then you kind of determine from there how you want to move. Now, if you need to think about some of the things people said, like, oh my God, you're by yourself, then taking a picture. You know, we've talked about this before, especially with young adults. Take a picture of the person, lock it, send it to somebody or some ID or whatever. Now, granted, if something was going to happen, it was happened already, but at least people can know how to find you, right? Are you asleep?
No.
Your eyes were closed.
I'm looking down.
Did she go to sleep talking about sex?
No.
That's a trigger.
I was looking down at my notes.
Okay,
I was making sure, because there's a little piece of it, but that I didn't say. Go ahead.
Didn't she look like she was asleep?
I wasn't sleeping.
Okay, what's the other part? Is another piece?
Did you say what you were saying?
I mean, if you had something else you want to add to it, or was this something you missed?
You threw me off with saying I was asleep. So yeah, I was looking at my notes to say, I'm sorry. I know what it was. So yeah, I made like shorthand notes, but she said that, she also made the mistake of telling everybody that the guy was younger.
Oh,
so you know she's older. Yeah. About this Asian thing, older. Yeah. And the guy was young enough to be her son, but she had a good time, and she took pictures together. Not necessarily for safety, but just to say we having a good time.
Right. The joy factor.
Yeah. So
again, I wouldn't worry about people. Once upon a time, I had an affair with this lifeguard. Right? Remember that? I think I was
not an affair. Yeah, I do remember.
Well, it was a one night stand, but affair, whatever.
Yeah, I like it. I like you better say it. Lover, affair, say it. You say the same thing.
But he was much younger, right? But it was cool because I didn't really care about that. But knowing that when I do tell somebody, they're going to have their preconceived notions and their judgments, right? People are always going to have that. It's a matter of who you tell and how you tell it. And you got to be confident in yourself. Like, if this was cool, I would definitely go to another country. And if it's somebody I was vibing with, definitely connect with them, right? You live once, and I mean, you have a story to tell. Just be safe about whatever you're doing. But sometimes people are jealous because they're like, oh man, I want to do something like that. Why can't
Or they don't have the nerve to ever do it.
Right, to have the courage to do it, right?
That's true.
So people project their fears onto you, unless it's people that you know you can trust, and it's like, hey, I did this. Now, if I came and told Player that, you know, I don't know, whatever I did, she'd be like, oh, okay. Well, did you send a picture or whatever the conversation is, or did you protect yourself, or did you wrap this shit up, or I'm sorry, we're not supposed to cuss, right?
You can cuss, girl.
But whatever it is, like, did you take care of yourself first? Like, have a good time, but make sure you're good and you're safe, and continue to do it, because a lot of people would love to be able to have somebody young and flirt with them. Real talk, right? I'm not looking at you for confirmation or anything, but I'm just saying, if you got it and people love it, then give what you want to give.
Ooh,
okay.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I chose it out of the questions we had because I feel like other people need to hear it. Absolutely. Not because I didn't think because I didn't know what you were gonna say. Because I feel the same way. I concur, but because other people, you know why I'm staring at it so hard too? My eyes are down because I realized I don't have my glasses on. Oh. So I was like trying to see. Is this how I look right here? About this Asian thing. It is about this
Keep your glasses with you.
Whatever.
But you know, even with, you know, like they said, some of the shenanigans, if we want to call it that, I had a great time with the lifeguard. We had fun, but it wasn't like something that was going to ever come of it. Oh, yeah. And it was great. And he did something that I had never experienced before, and I was like, winner.
Did he now?
He did. Have you ever had anybody swim up to you in the ocean? I hadn't. Okay, next.
Actually, that did happen, but he really thought something was gonna happen in the ocean, and it was 1,000 people. I'm like, I'm not doing what?
I was on a little private.
You're like, well, that's not what I said.
Unless you were at that type of resort, right?
You know, it was a lot of people, and I was like, huh? And he was like, that can't tell. I was like, oh no.
Which reminds me, I need to check on my resort
because I forget where I'm at a certain point. So you don't want me.
Absolutely.
I embarrass you in that water.
That depends on where you at, sis. But then you can also, when you go to other countries, like, hey, I would love to meet this type of person. I would love to, you know, do something in, you know, Morocco or Greece or Bali or you know, Jamaica or Bahamas, wherever it is that you go, and you'll be surprised at what you manifest. But do it again. And
you know, this is what I heard. And I'm not
this
saying
what you heard.
I say it sometimes when I'm being funny, but I mean it. They have what do you call it? Groups that you could tell people, hey, I'm going to this country and somebody else's, and you can meet up with people in those countries that are from those countries.
You can. You can.
I think that's very exciting.
I'm some of those groups, but I haven't really met with anybody because I usually end up going with people places. But it's fun to check it out, even if you're not going to be intimate, but to be able to connect with people. And then sometimes when you're connecting with people you kind of know, you might meet somebody that strikes your fancy.
Not strikes your fancy.
Oh, you know, it's hot, girl. It's hot.
Girl, I see I'm writing with a pencil. And you know, the thing I was thinking, can y'all hear me taking notes on it? Because look.
Yes.
That's why I stopped writing. So I was like, I said they can hear that.
That's okay. Yeah,
that's a distraction. Okay, the last question. We're going through these kind of fast.
Let's
Mistress
tell us what you're asking today. Have you had a one-night stand somewhere?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
It was so long ago. Oh. About 105 years ago.
I think I remember that conversation. I wasn't there.
Yes. Listen. I had taken my mom, me, and two of my friends had taken our surprised our mom back then, 105 years ago. And you had to go through what you go through now. So I was able to pack her, get her new clothes, and she didn't know we were going to Mexico till we got to the airport. Anyway, nice. we get to Mexico. It was beautiful. I think it was Playa del Carmen, something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, a guy came up to us on the beach and said he had thighs like tree trunks.
Oh.
His name was Joel.
Oh.
And he said he did massages, and he said I could do it here on the beach. And he pointed to like the statue thing. And then he said, or I could do it in your room. And I said, no, we better stay on the beach. So my 45-minute massage was like an hour and a half, and my two friends kept walking by, and they were like, "You are so selfish." I said, "It's not my fault. He won't stop rubbing me. What am I supposed to say? Stop rubbing me because my friends are waiting? No.
No.
Now if he had just stopped and he had coconut oil, I'm sorry, that's not what I was going to tell you.
You remember all the details?
Yes, that was one of the best times. I've been to Mexico a few times. That was one of my best times in Mexico. But that's what I was going to say. My that night, our mom said, we were in our 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Our mom said,
it was just a couple days ago.
Yeah, a couple
in
days
the
ago.
20s.
They said, y'all stick. We were going to go to the disco on the resort. And my mom said, y'all stay together. And we laughed about it because, you know, we were grown. And we were at this club, and this really cute guy came up to me and asked me to dance. And we were salsa dancing and merengue. But he spoke zero English. Mm-hmm. And this is when I realized how universal love really is. Mm-hmm. Not that we were in love, but that whole love connection.
The energy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, and then he worked there and he wanted to show me the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Now, I figured that out because I know a few words. So I figured out that we were going to go for this walk in the kitchen. So I told my two friends, I said, hey, he's going to take me on a tour. Because I think it's fascinating how they feed all those people every single time. So I was like, sure. So I told them, this is where we're going, and this is who I'm going with. And then I went, and then we saw, and I'm sure they had to clean the counters after we left. Yeah. It was great, though. It was an experience that I will never forget.
Absolutely.
And I will never regret doing.
Absolutely.
And it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to have fun like that, right?
And I don't think age should have anything to do with it. Now, age might keep you from hopping up on a counter if you're, you know, I was in my late 20s. Now, you know, my knee might not let me hop up like I did then. Excuse me, y'all. But you can find, like, Mistress Angela, we had to go through that again. Mistress Angela has given us many modified positions as we get older to be able to do in a pinch. Yeah. Being spontaneous. You can still be spontaneous as we age.
Just, you know, slow down, because I didn't slow down, and I hopped up on the table, and, you know,
Oh, yeah, didn't you hurt yourself?
I did. But, you know, it was worth it.
Yeah, that's when your brain tells you can.
Yeah, and
your body be like,
You do it, but with repercussions, right?
Yeah, I listen to my body. My body like, don't do that, Sabrina.
I didn't realize I needed to at that time, you know? I was still doing stuff.
I feel great. I can do that. My body's like, nah, don't do it. You're not going to feel great after you do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The fear factor as you get older. I remember the last time I did a cartwheel or flip on the beach. I was like, that's probably going to be the last time I do that.
I think I was there. I think I saw that. I think it was for a 50th birthday. Yeah, I think I saw that.
So say all that to say, enjoy yourself. You know, I don't think you regret the chances you take, honestly, in this life. I think we regret the chances we don't take. Yeah.
All right, that was fun.
That was fun. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. That's the most open you ever
seen
me be.
About kitchens around her.
I often wonder what that guy's doing now.
I know, right?
He was so cute.
So fun.
He was like, he had that smoldering Latin. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Oh, so let me go down memory lane now.
Back down memory lane. Okay.
The fun stuff.
All right, the last thing is from a gentleman.
Oh, talk to me.
Yes. Hey, let's go, gentlemen. He said the joy factor. He wants you to talk about the joy factor and aging. Wow. His name is Rob. And
Hi, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Let me say, hi, Rob. Okay, that's a joy factor.
That's a joy factor. When you see this,
it's a joy factor, right?
So the joy factor in aging, and his notes under there was saying that he is starting to lose his joy, and he doesn't want to be. And I relate to this because I said this to you before. He don't want to be that dude getting older and getting the unk who's on the couch who don't do anything.
Right.
He wants to get up and get out and have fun, and his joy factor.
Yeah. So, Rob, that's a really, really great question. So I appreciate you saying that, because I think recently we talked about life, right? And life is happening. As we get older, we deal with so much more stuff. And we've been around this rodeo a couple times, right? And it's hard to keep the joy factor, especially if you're losing people, relationships change, you're getting older, jobs, like, even just talking about it, that's like, right? But I think that you have to flip your mindset sometimes and give gratitude for the things that bring you joy, right? So sitting on the couch, if you're at a family event, for example, and you're sitting on the couch and not really being interactive, catch yourself. Or if you realize, like, everybody's over there talking about myself, get up and go over there and get in a conversation. Like, what y'all talking about? Kind of just put yourself in a conversation. Sometimes so you can feel included, which will bring that joy and get people back connected with you in that space. But the joy, like I said, is really hard in our society, right? But the joy in, I don't know, the sun outside, or Halloween just came, we just had Halloween, the candy, I don't know, candy is not the best thing, but it's one of those little joys you can treat yourself every once in a while with, right? And being kind to yourself makes a difference. So if you're not finding any joy, think about why you don't have the joy. Is it because things aren't going the way, and the other part is if things aren't going the way you thought life would go. That's a huge joy stealer, right? I think after divorce, or just even in relationships, if you're together, this is not what I pictured it to be. Happens a lot at this space in life. And that can kind of bring you down, like, man, I wish I had done this, and you kind of go down that line of regrets. Like, stop yourself and think about what is good about where you are. And if you don't like something, think about how you want to change it so you can get that joy. Sometimes you can't change the situation, but you can change your perspective on it. So if it's, we talk about music all the time, maybe just turning music on. I don't care what it is, if it's old school rap, if it's hip hop, it's R&B, if it's classical, whatever it is, start with some music, because that music will get you in a space that you feel naturally happy. Get something with some bass. Okay, that bass. Okay, sorry, I digress. That's that joy factor, right? But whatever that was your song, that was your amp song, play that song. And it will start to make you feel better, so you can start to feel that joy, because you have to push. Sometimes we have to push ourselves to feel joy, because it's easy to stay stuck in a spiral going down. So, but it's just as easy to spiral up if you continue to work at it, right? If you have a partner, what kind of things do you guys like to do to bring joy together? If it's watching a football game, if it's cooking together, or just going to the park. So just think about the simple things, but start with music first. Yeah. I mean, what do you do to keep joy? Player.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were asking me at first. Sometimes when I get like that, because it does happen. I remember what used to make me happy. The things I feel like as you are aging, some of the things that bring you joy may not bring you joy anymore. I get that, because we're growing out of it or away from it. But I think about what made me happy. I can't talk today. I think about what used to make me happy, and if I can replicate it for myself, I will. And then I also try to find new things, things I've never done before, and try those things to see if I really like those things. That, somebody else might say, "Oh, I did this yesterday." I said, "Oh, that looks like fun. I think I'll try it." I'm all about doing something I've never done before, at least once.
And that's a good idea. I didn't think about that, so thank you for sharing what you do. It's trying something new, right? And I think when you try something new, you don't take it so serious. Focus on it. I tried golf. I don't like it, but I got a new cute outfit for it, and it was fun. I got to understand it.
Outfit, y'all.
Yeah, I did. Right.
I saw the outfit.
Say it like that.
You look really cute.
It was adorable.
She looked so cute. I was like, where are you going?
But I mean, it was cool to get out and see. I can appreciate why people like golf. Not my thing, but I'm glad I tried it. So if you think about something like she said that you haven't tried before and you want to try it, then go out and try it. Yeah.
Another thing I want to share is because Capricorn, January, we're not that big on meeting new people, and we're a little difficult sometimes. But I say that to say that this is what I remember, and I'm not as shy as I used to be, but I'm a little apprehensive sometimes around new people. But I will say this: the thing you have to remember is that everybody is new. Absolutely. You're new to them; they're new to you. You new to them.
Absolutely.
And we're all human beings, and we all have our journeys that we're on. And if we can remember that nobody, I don't care how many letters you got behind your name on a business card, or how much money you got in the bank.
Absolutely.
We're all still human beings we're all still spirits having a human experience. And if you can remember that, to me, it just releases me from the angst of being around other people. And you don't have to feel like you got to impress people.
Absolutely.
Just be yourself, because they're people too, and they have the same angst. And they had the same thought that this morning about whatever, their hair, what they look like, what they got on. And they go into the same event you're going to, and they don't know you either. Yes. So that's what I try to remember. Yes. And it makes me have a better time, and I loosen up much faster than I used to. You see me. Yes. I used to be like. And now I come in and say, hey, everybody. And
Absolutely.
if you speak, you speak. If you don't, you don't. It's not about me. It's about you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I mean, you touch on so many great points. Is just speak, you know, just to open up, and everybody's human, having a spirit, having a human experience. And sometimes just saying something makes a big difference in the communication. But I think with the joy factor too is that how can you bring joy into your everyday things you're doing, right? Like if I'm cleaning the dishes, I don't really like, I don't know, doing outside weeds and stuff, right? So what I may do is put my music in my ears and have a good time with it, right? Or if it's something at work that I don't really care about doing that much, a task that I really don't like doing, then finding a way to make it joyful as much as possible. So bringing joy to your everyday activities. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Well, Rob, I hope that helps.
If not, let us know, Rob.
Yeah, you know, we'll do, if you message us, comment, or go to Wifey Life.
Tribe.
We can send you a list. Yeah, the Wifey Life Tribe. Sorry, we can give you a list of some things to do. And I don't know. Sometimes people are new to Atlanta. And I know we have people listening that's not in Atlanta. They're in different cities and states. But find out what's going on. There's always a lot of free stuff in cities, especially metropolitan cities. Just to Google what's going on in the city you're in, and you'd be surprised all the stuff that pops up. Just
comedy shows, you know, karaoke stuff. And we've traveled quite a bit over the years. So different cities, we might have different ideas. Oh, you should check this area out or whatever. But definitely make some comments about that for sure.
I went to a play on Friday by myself. And it was great. I didn't think twice about it. There was other people there that I knew. I didn't know they were going to be there. And they were like, they were looking around like, who you with? I'm like, by myself.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, just go do it.
Yeah. And I think doing some activities by yourself is kind of fun because it makes you get out and experience it in a different way and meet people too, right? If that's part of the thing that you want to do is to get out and meet people. Yeah, life is fun.
It can be.
We went to, where we went to? Some place, it was totally different. It was one of those little music things, one of those little pop-up music places, and they had a little small venue. And I think when we left, we ended up doing videos in the street, going to the parking lot. And we were just having a great time.
Wow.
Yeah, we were having a great time. You was with me. You was with me. You don't remember.
Was I with you?
Yeah, it was.
Are you sure it was me?
Yeah. I mean, I know my people, which ones will.
Yeah. Who would do it?
Yeah.
Because she does make me clown. Now, I'm a little, she pulls me out a little out of character.
No, I remember. Hold on, we're going to go in a second. We were in Miami one time. We were trying to celebrate somebody's birthday. It was cold outside. It wasn't that cold as Miami.
It was freezing.
And there were guys in the street playing.
It was January, my birthday month.
You know, doing the buckets with the, doing the beat.
Why do you keep bringing this up?
Because it was a funny thing.
I clown so bad.
Oh, she did. Man, I had the most joy in my heart.
Literally 20 years ago, but go ahead.
It was the most joy I had ever seen. It was so funny. She was so mad, and then she danced. But she found some joy in that 1 second, and then she left. But it was okay. She enjoyed it for a minute because she was so mad about how cold it was. Like, you just got to relax and just enjoy it for a second.
She always said, embrace the cold. No, she's a polar bear. I'm not.
Let's do polar bear.
But you know why I danced? Because you really were going out your way to try to make me have fun on my birthday. And I was being a bit of a bee because the cold makes me like that way. And I knew I was, so I was trying not to be that. And she didn't deserve that. But kind of, a little bit she did because we were friends long enough that she knows I do not want to be in the cold. This thing didn't even have a jacket on. She just twirling around with the people. And I'm looking at her like, are you serious? I'm ready to go.
Right, but she did.
But I did try. I did try. I did.
And then she left, and then I caught up with her later.
And because of you, every time it's cold. The other day I went out with no jacket on. It was freezing, and I could hear you saying, "Just embrace it. Just embrace it. Just embrace it." So I just went out there, and I embraced it.
Small joy she had in that. Small joy. So embrace joy in everything you do. That's why I told that story, right?
Let that story go.
Nope. We just talked about Mexico, which was 100 years ago. What are you talking about?
It was 100, 105.
This has been great.
Say bye to the people. Give them your last words of wisdom. Give them Mistress Angela's. I look asleep now. Yeah, I ain't gonna never let that go. You said I was.
I'm not.
Give them Mistress Angela's words of wisdom.
Live life as if every day is an adventure, because it is, right? Find a joy in the situations that you're facing. And if you need to curse, need to turn up your music, crank it up, do whatever you need to do to keep that joy and peace in your life. And keep aging. That's all I got. Keep aging.
Yeah, because the alternative is not an alternative.
No time soon. No, that's not the plan.
Not right now. Not right now.
I got left cheek, right cheek to do. No?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll be back sooner than you know. All right. Have a great, I guess the weekend will be coming up.
Yes.
Have a great one. Peace.